afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Dan Santella.
And I'm Kelly Volk. The South Dakota Attorney General says 3 law enforcement officers in Huron were justified in a shooting that sent a man to the hospital. Investigators say on September 7th, the officers responded to reports of Brian Geeson threatening to shoot himself. Law enforcement told Geeson to drop his gun.
Authorities say that's when Geeson pointed the firearm at the officers, and the officers opened fire and struck Geeson one time in the abdomen. Geeson was treated at the hospital for serious injuries. Now, test results indicated that both alcohol and THC were found in Geeson's system.
Well, if you live in Terrace Park, neighborhood of Sioux Falls, police need your help investigating an attempted kidnapping. They say a girl reported being approached by a man in a black ski mask while at the park around 6 Tuesday night. She says the man, who was wearing a white or gray tank top, appeared to be in his 20s or 30s with a deep voice. Now, if you noticed anything suspicious in the area on Tuesday between 4 and 8, please report it. Police would also like to check your surveillance cameras. Right now, detectives are knocking on doors in the area to talk with neighbors. They will have identification on them, so they ask that you answer the door.
A Cal, South Dakota woman has been sentenced to a year and a day in federal prison for child abuse. 41-year-old Bobby Ray Yellowfat was caring for her 3-year-old child in kennel, which is within the Standing Rock Indian Reservation. The child sat on a mop that was soaked with household cleaning solution, which aggravated a pre-existing skin condition. Court documents say the child developed skin infections, suffered bleeding wounds, and was exposed to severe pain for over a week. Yellowfat must report to prison by October 24th.
The South Dakota Department of Corrections says it's agreed to buy land for a new men's state prison. The Secretary of Corrections says the site is the best choice to support the state's public safety needs, minimize the impact on community growth, and keep it close to available workforce. The land is already owned by the state of South Dakota through the Office of School and Public Lands.
Kelly, I made a tactical mistake this morning.
What was that mistake, Dan?
I walked to the gym in shorts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Was not anticipating the chilly weather, but I probably should have paid better attention to the forecast, and I might have known.
Oh, well, at least you didn't get blown away on your way there.
No, not
What about
yet.
that wind, Megan?
Well, Kelly, that wind is going to die down as we head into tonight. We are still going to be on the cold side, though, with a freeze warning. Right now, 54 degrees and cloudy skies in Sioux Falls. That strong northwest wind at 21 miles an hour. And as we head around our region, we're watching a few rain showers that could see a few snowflakes mixed in. Right now, 47 degrees in Watertown with those showers passing through. Northwest winds at 21. We do have that thicker cloud cover in eastern KELOLAND, and under those clouds, those few light rain showers slowly working their way mainly along I-29 to the south. Those will move out of our area later on this evening. Here's a closer look now just around the Brookings area. Right now, 50 in Yankton, 47 in Watertown, 50 in Mobridge, 54 in Phillip, and 46 degrees in Custer. Looking at some of the wind gusts in the past hour, 20 to 30 miles an hour, which is slightly better than the 40 to 50 we've been seeing. And there is a look at the freeze warning for a majority of KELOLAND. Temperatures as low as 27 degrees are expected. This would bring on the first freeze, which is around 2 weeks overdue for some compared to normal. So for tonight, light winds, clear skies, 32 in Sioux Falls, 30 in Aberdeen, 32 in Pierre, and 30 in Rapid City. For this weekend, we'll have some more sunshine. Our winds will stay light and will warm up slightly. 57 in Sioux Falls, 57 in Aberdeen, 64 in Pierre, and 65 in Rapid City. Sunday looks to be a little bit warmer, and then for the 7-day forecast, we have a chance of rain coming by the end of the week. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Megan. The South Dakota Game, Fish, and Parks Commission decided not to eliminate the non-resident one-day fishing license. The commission voted to table the decision and take up the possible change next month. The State Division of Wildlife wants to eliminate the licenses because hundreds of anglers are buying 3 or more of them and, in the process, sidestepping the requirement that they also buy a South Dakota habitat stamp. This license does not require a habitat stamp purchase, which prevents additional revenue to support projects. KELOLAND's Bob Mercer has more on the decision. That's on the Capitol News Bureau page on our website right now.
The deadline for Iowa voters to request an absentee ballot is coming up. Written applications for those ballots must get to your local county auditor's office no later than 5 p.m. on October 23rd. In order to receive an absentee ballot, registered voters must provide information on the request form, including their voter verification number and home address. Meanwhile, in-person absentee voting is currently available at the county auditor's offices until November 6th.
A panel of lawmakers in Minnesota is looking for designs for a new state seal and flag to fly starting next May. The group is reaching out to the public for input. As Carolyn Cummings reports with our CBS affiliate, some Minnesotans already have their own visions for the future flag.
You can see it from any angle and recognize it. It's fresh colors. I think it looks evocative of Minnesota.
What flies outside of Kevin Gallatin's home isn't the official state flag, but he hopes it will be soon.
I'm really excited that we're going to have a new flag, period. I think there's a lot wrong with the old flag.
He's a supporter of the North Star flag, an alternative that's been around for decades. But there hadn't been any movement at the Capitol to change the one we currently have until now. The new state emblems redesign commission will pick the successor, and it's asked Minnesotans to weigh in. 50 designs were submitted within the first 24 hours of accepting new ideas on Monday. Now they have a couple hundred.
I want to see state pride in our flag. I want to see it on merchandise. I want to see it flown at sporting events. I want people to be able to recognize it anywhere in the country.
Minnesotans will have until October 30th to submit their designs for the state seal and or the state flag. Then the commission will choose the top 5 with more public input to follow.
In the background, the yellow 4-point directional star.
This is St. Paul resident Brandon Hunt's design he submitted for consideration. The star, a nod to the North Star state, against a blue backdrop, the land of 10,000 lakes. He's had it ready to go for a while.
When I share my flag, I think it actually gets more positive feedback than I even would have anticipated even before this became a thing.
Hunt hopes it's his design that makes the final cut, but ultimately he and other flag enthusiasts want a symbol that Minnesotans can be proud of.
I think to have a symbol that best represents the state would be really cool and go a long way.
Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
The commission must present their choice by January 1st for it to fly by Minnesota's Statehood Day on May 11th.